So this video started out like this and ended up like this. Hi. Hi, Milo. What's going on? Can you say hi? Hi, everyone. I hope all is well. So this video is going to be a little different from the usual and will be the start of what I hope to continue as an informational series on veganism and various topics surrounding a vegan lifestyle. So this first topic is, what is veganism? And I'm going to shed some light on what vegan means, and also as well as some other related terms that are used to describe a dietary lifestyle largely based on plant foods. So, but before we begin, welcome to Earthwalkharmony, where I share delicious vegan recipes and tips on how to live a more harmonious, resonant lifestyle, because living harmoniously allows you to do what you enjoy more and enjoy what you do more. Okay, so let's get started. What is veganism? Well, that's a very interesting question. With so many terms floating around that describe a diet focused mainly on vegetables and plant-derived foods, it's sometimes difficult to understand the differences. So I'm going to clarify this. Veganism is basically the abstinence of the dietary consumption of animal products and the avoidance of the use of other types of products derived from animal sources. This can even extend to the avoidance of activities such as entertainment involving the use of animals. And then there's raw veganism, which, like veganism, is the abstinence of the dietary consumption of animal products, but only includes plant-based foods which have not been processed by heat temperature of over 104 to 118 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 to 48 degrees Celsius. So refined, processed, and pasteurized foods are excluded. This preserves a higher enzyme and nutrient content of the food. Another term you may have heard of is plant-based or whole food plant-based. Whole food plant-based refers to the consumption of whole or minimally processed plant foods with or without the inclusion of lesser amounts of animal products. So the major focus is on plant-based foods that are either in their whole form or minimally processed. So things like bleached flour, refined sugar, and oils are either minimized or excluded. And then, of course, there's vegetarianism, which is the abstinence of the dietary consumption of animal products, with the exceptions of eggs, dairy, and honey. You may have heard of the term ovo-lacto-vegetarian, and that refers to the inclusion of eggs and dairy in the diet. And interestingly, it's believed that vegetarianism once was the definition of what veganism is today, but we'll get into that story another time. And let's not forget Pescatarianism, for good measure, which is the abstinence of the consumption of meat products with the inclusion of fish and seafood. It's actually a good way to transition into a vegetarian or vegan dietary lifestyle for some people, and is in fact the way that I transitioned to vegetarianism and then ultimately to veganism. So those are some common terms describing various dietary lifestyle choices, and there certainly are others, but those are the ones most related to what I'll be discussing here. And I think it's important to mention that these terms may hold different meaning for different people, personally and culturally. For instance, according to the International Vegetarian Union, most vegetarians in India consume milk but exclude eggs. If you want the best comprehensive definition of these and more related terms, refer to the IVU's website page titled Definitions. It's very informative, as is the entire website, so check it out, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. And next time, we'll be getting into the history of veganism. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informational. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all next time.